This is the plaintiff, Thomas Pedro. He says he sold his electric drum set to the defendant, set up a payment plan. The guy made one payment and then that was it. The defendant then sent him a letter stating that he gave him the drum set as a gift. A gift? This guy must have been pounding on the drums a little too hard, because he's gone nuts if he thinks he'd give him a $1,300 drum set as a gift. This is the defendant, Kenneth Gerace. He says the plaintiff got a new drum set and then came to his house with his old set, dropped it off and said, "How many buddies do you know who'd give you a drum set like this?" A few months later, the dude's tune changed and he started asking for money. He told him he'd return the drums to him because he never agreed to pay the plaintiff, but he refused to take them back, so here they are. He's accused of not banging on the drum all day.
Okay, Mr. Pedro, you are suing Mr. How do I pronounce
Gerace.
it? Gerace for $1,300 that you say he owes you for an electric drum set and refuses to repay you. Talk to me.
Okay, I was able to get Ken a job at the company I worked at in the summer of 2012. We had previously worked at another job together for close to 2 years, so we were good friends. We did a lot of things together. I was with him at 7 months. We were in the truck as a team. We were partners for anywhere from 8 to 15 hours a day, so we spent a lot of time together. In January of 2013, I bought a new drum set. In February of 2013, I told Ken I was selling my electronic drum set because I had bought an acoustic set. At the time, Ken said he was really interested in buying it. And I told him I'd give him a real good deal on it because I was going to keep them both, but there's just no room for them. It didn't make any sense. So I told him I'd sell him everything that I had for $1,500, less 3 pieces that I kept for my new drum set. I kept a hi-hat stand, a bass pedal, and the drummer's throne. So I've got a receipt here, what I paid for it.
No, tell me your agreement with him.
Oh, okay.
You were going to sell this used set to him for $1,500.
$1,500.
And that was very clear.
Very clear.
And he agreed to pay you $1,500
right.
for it.
And it was supposed to be on installments. Now, we never agreed on an installment price because...
Did you put anything in writing?
No, nothing in writing.
Did anybody else know about the agreement?
No, nobody was around.
Because according to you, people just rain drum sets on you?
No, they don't rain, but he told me he'd give me the drum set.
On account of why?
On account
He's
of
trying to date you?
No, like I said, we were good friends. He didn't have room for it, and
right, but
even when he
according
tried
to your own testimony, if he took it to Guitar Center, they were going to give you how much?
They were going to give me $800 for it towards a new drum set.
Right, so it's worth something, and
right.
he could get it out of his space issue. It could stop being a storage crisis by just giving it to Guitar Center.
That's
so
true,
we know it's worth something.
But he felt where he had bought it from them or whatever, that he wasn't going to give it to him for $800.
So he'd rather give it to you for $0 for the sheer satisfaction of cheating Guitar Center out of $800.
No, he would give it to me because we were friends. And on top of that, when you plug in the headphones, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. You have to play with the wire. If that happened,
very different from the situation
at Guitar Center.
Mr. Gerace. Whether or not you don't think they're quality after having them for a while is very different from the question I'm asking, which is, I have to try to believe one of the two of you.
I understand that, but
and
what I'm saying is...
you want me to believe that even though it was worth at a minimum on a wholesale, just giving it to the dealer kind of trade it, that it was, even though it was worth $800, that he just insisted on giving it to you for $0.
But if he brought the drum set to Guitar Center and they had that same problem, this was before they even seen the drum set or anything. I was with them. If they'd had that problem bringing them the drum set to Guitar Center, they wouldn't have took them. And he knew of the problem because...
Did they offer you $800 after seeing it, or just hearing the kind it was?
Just strictly what I told them, the DX
okay,
Extreme
so
2S.
Now you get the drum set, and what do you say is wrong with it?
When you plug in the headphones, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And when I mentioned that to Tom, he says, yeah, sometimes you have to wiggle the wire.
Okay, wiggle it just a little bit. All right,
Yeah.
and so what ends up happening? You have it for how long before, to your shock, he asks for money?
I had it for 3 or 4 months, and then we ended up in an argument in the truck. We didn't speak for about a week.
What did you argue about?
I don't remember. Probably the job.
Would you have something to do with this or no?
No, had nothing to do with this. Had to do with the jobs and how I did it compared to how he did it.
And then, so when you're not speaking to each other, you're sitting next to each other in the car?
Yeah, we have no choice. We're in a truck 10
Oh my
to,
gosh, that's awkward.
Yeah, 10 to 12 hours a day.
Without saying a word to each other?
That's it. Yeah.
Wow, that's got to be a long day.
It is, yeah, it is. So anyway.
And neither one of you can grow up and talk to each other?
Eventually, at the end of the week, we did.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Harvey Levin here. Does it make sense that this plaintiff is going to give the guitar and the drum set to this guy?
No.
Why? I mean, $800 gift. I mean, you're in the business of giving $800 gifts.
No.
I didn't think so.
If he's needs money and he's
Well, it's not even needing money. Why would you give something away if you know it's going to get $800?
I think you would only give something away if you think you're getting something in return. Unless they're romantically involved or something like that, I don't think you just give a drum set away.
You said it all. Going inside the courtroom.
So when is the first time he asks you for the money?
During the week we were arguing, he said, well, when are you going to give me some money on that drum set?
And then you
I
say?
said, you gave me the drum set. And he said, no, you're paying for the drum set. And I said, well, you can have it back.
And then he says?
Fine. So at the end of the week, when we started talking again, he says, I know you can't afford no $1,500. I got to have something for him, so just throw me a few payments here and there, and we'll call it square.
How much?
I ended up paying him $400.
No, but how? When
We never set in stone how much.
Do you know what we call people who don't set things in stone?
Yeah.
Litigants.
Yeah.
Okay? And I love it because, well, we were such good friends. Oh, that's the guy I don't want to lose, the guy who's my good friend. That's why I want things to be really clear with the guy who's my good friend, because that's the guy I don't want to lose.
Yeah.
And how many good friends do you guys have? You just like switch them like underwear, or
No,
you know?
He was it.
There you go. Well, now look at y'all.
Yeah.
All right. So
60,
he
70
said,
hours
no
a
one
week.
said how many, and then what did you do?
Like I said, I paid him
How much did you pay him?
$400 altogether.
Did he pay you $400?
No.
Wait, did he pay you anything?
He made 6 payments, $200 total.
Do you have receipts for your payments?
No, I don't.
I wrote them down in a book that I used to carry in my lunchbox. I have the dates, how much he paid me.
Let me
and
see, Brooke.
balance and everything. I carry it in my lunchbox to work.
Okay, so basically this is a little pad, and you wrote whatever you wanted to write on it, and it's not signed or acknowledged by him or by you. It's all in the same ink, and it's the only thing in the pad.
Yeah, it's,
Right, but that's your proof.
I was
Okay.
keeping that book to keep track of the payments. and
Yeah,
then-
no, that's, yeah.
Your Honor?
Yeah,
My son was there when he delivered the drum sets, and he.
come on up. What do you know about all this?
Well, Your Honor, I stopped by my dad's house after work, and that's when Mr. Pedro was out there with the drum set, and I was looking at the drum set, and I was like, oh, that's nice, and that's when he made the comment, what kind of friend you know would give a drum set like this?
Who said that?
Mr. Pedro
To
said it.
whom? To you?
To my father.
To your father?
Yeah.
In your presence?
Yes.
Did you say that?
No, after I set the drums up at his house, he never went into the house and looked at them. He was outside with his brother, and I met them both. And I went golfing with one son, and I never met the other one, and they just introduced us. And all I said was, your dad is going to fulfill his dream to be a rock star. He should be out on the road in about 3 months making a fortune. How they got a free drum set out of that is beyond me.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because you guys didn't put anything in writing or make it clear to each other. Because at best, you know, I mean, if I'm to believe you, he's going to pay $1,500 for something like double what Guitar Center wouldn't offer you if they'd actually realized it was broken, which doesn't make sense.
It
And
wasn't
according
broken.
to you, he's just going to give you something that has value, which may or may not make sense. But at a minimum, you guys aren't clear with each other. So, yeah, that's where all the problems come from, not being clear with each other.
No, we were perfectly clear. I told him $1,500 from the beginning.
Watch this.
Okay.
Prove that.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And you say it was a gift. Watch this. Prove that. Okay. How is that clear?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What's missing today?
Nothing.
So one of you two has a voicemail from
Yeah.
the other one.
Yep.
Let me hear that.
Hey, Tom, Michigan. If you want the drum set, I want $400 for what I gave you and what I've spent on parts for them. Other than that, I don't know what to tell you. Big call.
What did you spend on parts?
message.
200.
And you don't say 400 I gave you. You say 400 For
400
what I gave you plus what I
plus
spent
I
on
want
parts.
the money for the parts.
Okay, so 400 equals
Yeah.
what I gave you plus parts.
No, 400 plus the money for the parts.
Play that message again.
If you want the gross set, I want $400 for what I gave you and what I've spent on parts. Other than that,
$400 for what I gave you and what I spent on part. I can't believe either one of you for anything. Here's what's going to happen. Is that the entire drum? Do you know whether that's a drum set? The entire drum set?
I have no idea. I haven't
You're
seen
going to
it.
open up the boxes. You're going to inspect it. Is that the entire drum set? Or did
Yes,
you leave
it
anything
is.
behind?
No.
I'm not going to order him to return any of the money to you. Consider it rental, and I'm ordering you to return that to him. That's my verdict. And you know what? You're both idiots. A true friendship like that, where you can spend that much time with somebody and like them, is really, really rare. And you folks allowed stuff to get in the way of your friendship. And now you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
Some pretty strong words from the judge there as the plaintiff comes out into the hallway, losing his end of the suit.
I'm just glad it's over. It's been a long ordeal. You know, they say you can't put a price on friendship, but you sure can come up with a number to ruin one. So as long as they work and they work fine, they're worth more to me. I'd rather have them back than get the money.
You'd rather have these back than have your friend?
Oh, definitely, definitely. He's no friend of mine, that's for sure.
You guys didn't really act like very good friends.
No, once I found out what kind of a person he was, I just realized it was a big, big mistake from the get-go. So you live and learn.
If you listen to what he's about to say, it'll probably sound very similar.
Oh, yeah.
All right, head right around the corner this way. And all right, come on in here. What kind of friend was he?
The kind that's going to go home, look in the mirror, and fall in love with himself all over again.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys were buddies?
Yeah, I guess neither one of us was smarter than a fifth grader, so should have put it in writing.
All right, Harvey.
Okay, Kurt, this reinforces the whole proverb, doing business with friends, really risky. That will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.